Hey guys, Smoky Medic here. The big shiny light behind me is a stainless steel refrigerator, so hopefully that doesn't distract you. Um, First off, I want to say, I haven't made a video in a while, probably about a month. Had a lot of things going on in life. Life happens. Just a lot more important things I've had to take care of. Um, but I'm taking this time right now. I'm at work, obviously. Cover up my name tag. Um, Making this quick video. In between doing some stuff at work. Um, I've decided to go ahead and push up my my videos on medical kits. I'm going to be making multiple series, um, a multiple video series of medical kits. It's probably going to be a minimum 4 videos. I'm thinking anywhere from 10 to 15 minutes long a piece. It might be shorter videos with more videos. Why have I decided to push this up? I did want to wait until I had a better camera, got better editing. But the reason why I'm pushing this up is because I've had to use my personal medical kit that I keep in my car twice in the last month or so, I believe. First one was I was on my way to go teach one night at a rural fire department in my area, and was on a 2-lane state highway, pretty busy highway because it's connected to it takes you to a few other towns. One that's kind of like a suburb, I guess I would call it, smaller town suburb area of the town I live in, and it takes you to some other bigger towns and whatnot. It takes you to another interstate. There's actually always a lot of accidents on this highway because there's a lot of county crossroads. People crossing over the highway get schwacked, and there was a pretty serious 2-vehicle accident. I rolled up, and fire was on scene already, but guys I knew because I'm on the volunteer department that's just north of this agency. PD was on scene. Their ambulance was not there. I later found out they weren't there because they were actually on another call before that accident occurred. So I pulled over on one of the side roads, got out, grabbed my bag, grabbed my kit, and there was an off-duty firefighter from the town I live in was there, who was actually my paramedic. He was actually my paramedic instructor. And then there was another guy who was a firefighter. I think he was an EMT or immediate there. And so we had to take care of 3 patients until the first ambulances got there, which 2 of them had to come from the city I'm from. So it took a good probably, and they were actually all out too. We had to wait till they all freed up to actually get there. So it was probably like maybe 15 minutes before the first one got there. And finally another one from another smaller agency showed up, took one of my patients, and then another one from the bigger town, my town I live in, showed up. So I was glad I had that there. I got to get some stuff done for those people till they got there, so they didn't have to mess with it. They could get them in the ambulance and get going to the hospital. And the second one was a few weeks ago. Me and the wife had failed to really kind of plan and prepare and thoughts to meet for dinner one night on a weekend, and just decided to order Cracker Barrel takeout because we were going to watch a movie, and started watching. For the first time ever, this is totally off the wall here. Rewatched the whole Lord of the Rings series. I hadn't seen those in like over 10 years, and then wife is a big Harry Potter fan. I have never read the books. She has read all the books multiple times, but I went through and watched all of the Harry Potter movies and never seen those. Kicking myself, I missed out. Might actually have to go back sometime in the near future and read the books. Anyway, off subject. So I'm walking into Cracker Barrel. Car pulls up. and gentleman 40-ish, in his 40s somewhere. Obviously had some medical issues because he was using a walker. Some other things I noticed about him. Was getting out of the vehicle. As I was walking into the restaurant, I heard like a commotion behind me. Turned around. He was falling over in slow mo. He was pretty much he was okay. I went over me, and one of his family members got him up on his feet. He had a small laceration on his knee and some other scrapes from the fall. I told him, hey, go have a seat in one of those chairs. Told him, hey, I'm a paramedic. If you don't mind, if you wait out here for me, I'll go get my kit out of my car and I'll get you set up. So I went, got my kit, cleaned the wounds and just dressed him, just good enough for him to go in, enjoy himself with his family, and go home. I gave him some extra gauze and bandages and whatnot, and told him just when he gets home to wash it with warm soapy water and rinse it out really good, and let it dry, and then maybe dress it again if it's oozing or anything. Anyway, just two good examples of why you should have those things. Granted, if you're a regular lay person, you're not a emergency first responder, EMT, paramedic, doctor, nurse, whatever. You're not going to be stopping an accident scene and getting out of your car and getting in the way of firefighters, cops, and other emergency personnel. But, situation like at the Cracker Barrel I was at, chances are they're not going to have anything to address it. So if you have a little bit of first aid knowledge and you have a few rolls of gauze and whatnot in your vehicle, there's no reason, and some gloves, of course, that's going to be stressed heavily in your vehicle. There's no reason why you can't help somebody out. And there was another situation several years ago before I got into EMS, before I went back to school, to where I was shooting in a pistol shotgun competition. They had a guy who was using a Blackhawk Serpa holster who shot himself. Don't buy and use Blackhawk Serpa holsters. I'm not going to discuss it here. Just look it up and you'll see why. Luckily, he wasn't really hurt. Bullet just went underneath the skin and traveled about 12 or so inches up the top of his butt, down through his thigh. He was actually only in the hospital for a few hours, just making sure everything was okay. A lot of us had Israeli bandages, quick clot stuff with us at that match, but none of us really would have known what to do. Really had any good formal training if he would have been more seriously injured. So, gonna cover things like, actually I'll cover it right here for you. Where should you have a medical kit? You should have a medical kit in your house. If you have inside your house, inside your living areas, where people know where it's at. If you have a garage, workshop, work area, somewhere where you're doing work with like power tools, anything that could hurt you, you should have it there. You should have one in your vehicle. You should have one in your workplace. So if your workplace doesn't actually provide a good first aid kit, you should have something yourself, whether it be in your locker, your desk, whatever your place of business is. If you're a student, somebody who carries a bag every day, or it'd be a book bag, a purse for the ladies, briefcase, computer bag, you should have one in that. Something, because it's going to be around you throughout the day. And something that I'm not doing yet that I need to do is a lot of people are starting to carry actual first aid items on them. Because if something happens, something major, like an act of violence, if you're in a building somewhere or out in a parking lot or whatever, something happens, shooting, stabbing, explosion, some sort of freak accident, whatever, your kit, no matter how big it is and how much training you have, isn't going to do anything for you if it's not with you on your body, easily accessible. So I'm actually going to take some of the stuff I have sitting around and try to make myself a good, simple, streamlined EDC on body EDC kit that I will hopefully integrate into my EDC to have on my body at all times. And then we're going to discuss what you need in your kits, what you don't need. And I would say a lot of that's going to depend on your level of training. And then what you should have it in, as far as bags, containers, things like that. We'll discuss that stuff too. I'm not really going to focus too much on that, because that's going to just be all personal preference type of stuff. Where to get the items, the places where I think you should get them, the places where I buy them at least. And then it's going to be broke up into, we're going to talk about trauma supplies. What do I mean by trauma supplies? When I say trauma, I mean life-threatening traumatic injuries, airway management, medications. So that's going to be one that I'm going to have to expand on, as far as, again, that's going to be as far as your level of training, and what you probably should or shouldn't have in it. And then we're going to talk about boo-boo kits. Boo-boo kits. What's a boo-boo kit? Boo-boo kit is going to be separate from all that stuff. It's just going to be simply a sub-kit in your bag or your kit, whatever it is. That's just going to contain items for very small, minor things. Small cuts, small scrapes. Bug bites, things like that. Stuff that's totally not life-threatening. More comfort issues that just need to be taken care of real quick, as well. That's usually something that's very overlooked. A pressure bandage. You have pressure bandages and quick clot, but you just get a little cut on your finger, but you don't have a Band-Aid. So that's pretty much it. It's going to be a multi-part series. Again, it's probably going to be a minimum of four videos long. Might be more. And hopefully I'll get some time in the next few days to maybe start to film one. If not, it'll give me time to kind of plan out the videos a little bit better. Take my time with them and make sure I produce a quality videos for you guys. I'd really appreciate it if you guys have any questions that you want me to answer for you in this upcoming series. Please go ahead and post them in the comments section, and I will try to get those answers for you guys. Okay, this is the Smoky Medic, guys. Remember, if you like my videos, click the thumbs up button, share them, subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. Again, sorry I've been gone for a while. Gonna try to start putting out some more videos again, but just have to bear with me. Thanks, guys. We'll talk to you later.